Hey everybody, yes, we're back. Thank you, Andy. And I wondered for a second, I just looked at my thing. What I do, one of these days I intend on making a behind the scenes video or a tutorial video to show you how I use Streamlabs OBS and how to use it in general, but what exactly I do on Superchat here. So I can't hear the music while I'm in the intro like that, or when I go on those breaks and things like that. Because while I'm talking here, I can't have the voice coming through the speakers, otherwise you'd hear the echo and all kinds of other horrible noises and things like that. So what I do is I keep a little timer with me, and I know that the song that we play at the beginning, middle, and end of every stream is about 3 minutes long. And I was just looking at it, counting over a little bit. So thank you, Andy. I really do appreciate that. AceFlow1 is a creator who's been with me from the beginning, long before the beginning, as a matter of fact. One of the creators who's probably been with me now for close to 2 years, and was there with me on my personal channel before TuberChat started for the Playlist Buddy experiments, and then here in TuberChat after we started. So I really appreciate that support coming from you, especially for so long. And thank you for checking in to make sure I'm okay, but I really do appreciate that. I have a feeling I know what we were talking about earlier. Venom for Life was saying they don't blame TuberChat for what happened. We were talking earlier about the purging that goes on with YouTube. They play with our numbers, and we were asked, I forget who asked it in the first part of the stream there, if everybody experienced a glitch on Thursday, on the holiday. And I did. When I look at my analytics, it's the heaviest hammer that I've seen come down from YouTube. I have a feeling that's what they were talking about. I was wondering if it was something else, but I think that's it. So thank you, everybody, for coming back. I appreciate your patience. If we lose the stream again, I will not come back. I only ever come back one time because I don't want to make everybody wait. I reset the wheel because a lot of people didn't make it back in, which is fine. Every time, now unfortunately this has happened many times to us. I just don't live in Toronto where that really good internet is, and unfortunately, like, we've had many times where the internet's caused problems for us. And I'm going to try changing the stream maybe next week, so that we're using a second service to go through, like Restream or something, and maybe that will help hold the connection together a little bit easier. But thank you, everybody, for coming back in. Oh, not yet, Fanatic Guide. Okay, good. Not everybody will. But usually with TuberChat, I mean, I lose subscribers just like everybody does. But I did notice in my analytics there was a negative number. So what the problem is with the analytics and the way that they show you is that when you see your subscribers in the graph that shows going up and down, up and down, up and down, it's the number that they end with is how many you gained and lost, and simple math, right? How many you gained minus how many you lost. So your analytics might tell you that you gained 4 subscribers in a day. You might have actually gained 5 and lost 1, right? And it could be from that day, it could be from a year ago, it could be from, like, who knows how long. And YouTube is usually taking older connections to replace the new ones that we're making. I could just move to Toronto, yes. Oh, yeah, there you go. Makeup Mom and Son. Yeah, maybe there's some luck behind Makeup Mom and Son's channel being up. This is the second time that's happened. Makeup Mom and Son's a dear friend, a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. And forgive me, I'll do some introductions in a second. Thank you, everybody who came over. We're in the second half. I actually lost the stream for the internet again, but that replay is there. This one will be there, of course. So I'm not going to welcome everybody who was already here. Kaden Plays It is the second channel from Makeup Mom and Son. Actually, let me look at that right now. And forgive me for not doing a great job of promoting your channel today, but she did get some good screen time. Kaden Plays It is the channel dedicated to Makeup Mom and Son's son. So hopefully everybody will help get this channel going. You see them there together. And I'm always happy to see people collaborating, especially when it's family. So with 24 subscribers, we'd love to get them a few extras on this channel and get them moving on the road to the first 100. I see that Blue Moon is here, and Tiny Panay, good to have you in here. Towley's Art and Game Channel, thank you for coming in. Mrs. VSNC09 is here, and thank you everybody who came back in from the first half. I had to reset the wheel because if people are not here, then I'm obviously not going to run through their channels. I rather focus on who's here. It's unfortunate we lost the stream, but we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We do about 10 hours of streaming per weekend, and that's a lot of time to put a lot of channels up. So right now I've got Facing Reality, Spotless Calm, Popping the Popcorn, and Fanatic Guide all on the wheel, along with some of our members: Towley's Art and Game Channel, Faye Blatcher, Emotion, and Mrs. VSNC09, of course, and then Scratch and PPA is still hanging on to the pole position. So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Get Trapped YT, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to sneak in a spin of the wheel right now, but I'm going to make your channel the next one that we look at right after Mrs. VSNC09. I keep saying 09. I should say 09. I've got to learn the way that they want their name presented. Mrs. VSNC09 is an extremely supportive creator. We see them out supporting others all the time. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and my live streams myself, I am running into them constantly, supporting others and engaging the chat, for which I'm grateful. I'm sure everybody is. Glorious Platters back in the house. I'm going to put them right on the wheel because they were there the whole time for the first half. I'm reading Mrs. VSNC's comment there. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. If you would like to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mrs. VSNC09, like I said, happens to be extremely supportive. I can see I'm falling behind with you again already. They're posting somewhat frequently. So I'm going to take this Thanksgiving video, add it into my catch-up list, which I was hoping I would catch up with, but I haven't done it today. And that will help me keep caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I will watch that video as quickly as I can. I should be able to get to it before Tuber Chat tomorrow. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get to their channel, including super chats and memberships, and they've got 1,380 subscribers right now. I'd love it if we could get them a little bit closer to 1,400. Next, we're going to look at Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. And this is a creator who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, but they have just been blazing with all kinds of generosity. I really do appreciate your super chat for today. They've done that many times before. For that reason, we're looking at their channel right away now. 116 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a few more, get them rolling towards the 120 that they might be thinking about. And then if anybody here is looking for the kinds of things that we look for when it comes to learning how products are made when it comes to merchandise, right? T-shirts, mugs, and all kinds of other stuff. This is the kind of things that Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama has available. Now, I'm still getting to know the channel and their content, so hopefully very soon I'll start doing a better job of promoting exactly what they've got here. But what we can see is that they're showing us the process used in making this merchandise, and then I'm assuming that they have that merchandise available for everybody as well, whether it's YouTubers or small businesses and things like that. So it's great to have a resourceful channel in the chat that we can look towards when it comes to the ideas of those things. You know, merchandise is another stream of income when you think about monetizing your channel, so you can consider that as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and thank you, Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama, for your super chat. I really do appreciate your extra generosity. And now we're going to look at Glorious Platter. And this is somebody who I recently swapped playlists with, so if anybody wants to do that, you can reach out to them or anybody else in the chat simply by saying I am willing to swap playlists. I swapped with them a while back, so you can keep that in mind. And then if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. Of course, we lose the, we have to start back at 0 when we restart a stream, so I will appreciate it. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Even if you gave one in the last one, I'll appreciate the extra this time in. So Glorious Platter has 830 subscribers right now. They're experimenting with a lot of shorts videos, and I know I've been saying I've got to get watching some more shorts, and I haven't been able to yet, but I got to get into watching a little bit more, see what everybody's coming up with. But Glorious Platter brings us delicious looking content. This is an extremely supportive creator, somebody who again is out supporting others regularly. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I see them all the time, and they've been extremely generous and loyal and dedicated as a supporter and friend here in Superchat as well. There's somebody who's willing to reach out, not just with questions, but lessons learned along the way, and I always appreciate both because engagement in the chat or conversations outside can really get friendship started, and I appreciate that as well. Charlene Heel is in the house, a powerhouse of energy and positivity. I'll get you onto the wheel because she happens to be a member. And let's spin, and we'll get another channel up here. Glorious Platter will give you delicious looking content, of course, and like I said, we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. So Towley's Art and Game channel is a brand new connection for Tuberchat. Pardon me for 1 second here. Okay, so Carpenter Self-Reliance, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I did say we're getting Towley's Art and Game channel up here. Now, this happens to be a silver member. They upgraded their membership. So what we see now is a slide from this creator in the intro, those breaks and the ends of the live streams when I run those slides. So a little bit of extra exposure there, and I really do appreciate the extra generosity. So Towley's Art and Game channel has 110 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here, The Rhyme of Time. I'm going to add this into my catch-up playlist, and that was named for our dear friend from Ghostly Winds. But I will keep that so that I can catch up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Team Goodman, an extremely supportive couple of creators, is here. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And hopefully everybody will support Towley's Art and Game channel. They're fairly new to Tuberchat. They've just been with us about a month or so, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We have seen them engage the chat here, and I have seen an unbelievable amount of support from them, both for Tuberchat and for other creators when it comes to commenting on videos, even commenting on community posts, which is really cool. So it's great to have somebody so active in the social network that we call YouTube, as much as we may not like to call it that. I know there's opinions about whether it is or not, but I believe that YouTube is absolutely a social network, and when you network with other people socially on YouTube, you find yourself as a part of the community, and therefore I think you will gain a lot of somewhat organic growth, right? Typically we look at organic growth like if somebody was to find your video, watch it, and then become a subscriber. But as you interact with people more in the social network, you will find that you'll meet more people who are just interested in the things that you've said. Some people will come to you because you're somebody who comments, and they're like, I wish you would comment on my video, so I'm going to subscribe to you, and then maybe you'll come and comment on my videos too. So it's a thought, and it's great to see Towley's Art and Game channel out doing that so much. So let's spin the wheel. Fanatic Guide is here. So forgive me, I'm going to interfere. I know Glorious Platter's asking Scratch and PPA for the watch hours. The only number that matters is the number that is on the left-hand side of your YouTube studio when you go to the monetization tab. And that number is almost always going to be lower than your actual watch hours, because not every single minute of watch hours counts for monetization. It's a very important point to think about. Today's featured channel, by the way, was Come Hither with Heather. I don't know if she made it back into the second half of the live stream, but that's a creator who's shown great generosity, and I hope everybody will connect with them. Robert McInasia is a longtime friend of Superchat, a live streamer who does a lot of supporting other channels. Let's look at Fanatic Guide right now. This is an extremely supportive creator, somebody who is going over and above when it comes to supporting. I have not caught a premiere from you, and I don't know how long now. I'm going to take a longer video for this 19-minute one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with you. My work days have been much longer. I don't find myself with the few minutes in the mornings that I used to have where I'm able to catch a lot of these premieres. But Fanatic Guide's got another one. I'm going to set the reminder for this. That's going to be tomorrow, fairly right before Tuber Chat, about an hour before Tuber Chat, so I should be able to catch that. Fanatic Guide does a lot of variety in gaming live streams and is always keeping up with the chat when they do their premieres. But there's a lot more to this channel than just gaming, and we see some helpful videos here as well that have some wild success on them. Many videos, over 10,000 views, one approaching 20, one almost at 30, almost at 40, almost at 70, and about to hit 80,000 views here. So this is great, great, great stuff. You can see that Fanatic Guide has 2,530 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, but there's obviously much to be learned from this creator, and they support on all of my channels, for which I'm extremely grateful. They are personally responsible for lots and lots and lots of watch hours coming to our music channel as well. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and thank you so much, That Blue Moon. It's always a pleasure having That Blue Moon in the chat because they spread so much positivity, and we've seen that channel come along. I believe when we looked at it last time it was over 700, but we'll have a look hopefully today soon enough. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put That Blue Moon on the wheel right now. Yes, I will. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. I'm usually never this late, but I have had some real trouble with timing issues over the last couple of days. I've somewhat misjudged my timing, so I will get tomorrow's live stream set up right after Tuber Chat. Within an hour or two, it'll be ready to go, and then I'll try to get to Mondays as quick as I can as well. As a matter of fact, Towley's Art and Game channel is going to be featured tomorrow, so that's another note where we'll get a really good look at their channel. Scratch and PPA usually sets up their premieres by Saturday, so let's set our reminders for this right now. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube that I've met anyway in my 4.5 years or 5 years, whatever it's been. And what you'll find is that Scratch and PPA has built quite a reputation, both as a supporter and a moderator. He moderates on dozens of channels, but I don't think that Scratch and PPA has missed a single live stream for Tuber Chat, especially after becoming a moderator, and he was with us a long time before that as well. He is so unbelievably supportive to other creators that what happens is when you visit him for one of these premieres, you see a flood of support coming back. It is one of the, probably the fastest, one of the fastest chats you've seen on YouTube, because he gives so much support to others. Bullseye TV, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Love Ice TV, good to see you here as well. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then Scratch and PPA, all in his videos, this is an interactive series. So what happens is you are able to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And it makes a lot of fun to be a part of. It sets his series apart, makes it unique. Taylor, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if you're brand new to Tuber Chat, but forgive me if I'm mistaken, you might be. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So Scratch and PPA puts out these premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, around the lunch hour in the Eastern time zone. You can set your reminders. He always sets these up a few days before. And then thank you, Black's Tropical Homestead. Yes, forgive me for not remembering to say, I hope everybody did enjoy their Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada. We celebrate our Thanksgiving in October, right? So it's great to see everybody getting together. The fun that everybody had on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody enjoyed their Black Friday as well. That's another very eventful day, of course. So Scratch and PPA right now, 836 subscribers, officially on the road to 900. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. And you see incredible generosity in this creator as well, because he features a different channel in every single episode of his videos, giving you now 48 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters who've had impact on one of the most supportive creators that I have met. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. They are definitely a shining jewel, to say the least, in the Tuber Chat family. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what is happening. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators in the chat should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And thank you, Black's Tropical Homestead. So now we're going to look at Faye Blatcher, and it's about time for me to get some more names from our chat list, so I'll do that right away. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. We had to start over again, so we start from zero, of course, but I really will appreciate it. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. And then 2,370 subscribers or so for Faye Blatcher. Hopefully everybody will support this creator and push her a little bit farther towards the 2,400 that she's thinking about. It's pure variety over here. I'm just going to take one of your videos so I don't fall too far behind with your channel, add it to a special list I've made called Catch Up so that I can stay caught up with you. And then as well, Faye Blatcher is somebody who's out supporting other creators all the time, obviously collaborating with others. I see Makeup Mom and Son on her thumbnail right there, and I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together. It's a great way to expand your audience. I just did an interview this past Wednesday with Have Cheetah Will View. I co-hosted, and we together interviewed Huntophobia, whom which I have been on several paranormal adventures with, if that makes sense. So let's see what I can do about adding some names to the wheel right now. Tiny Panay is there. Team Goodman. And your girl Lala. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Your girl Lala happens to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Your girl Lala has actually been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time, and I appreciate that. Here comes Emotion. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter with a couple of channels, actually, and this is an extremely supportive creator. They show generosity in every way that you can, extreme generosity, as a matter of fact, and what you will find is that when we look for Emotion, because their name is so popular, we have to type in Emotion New Soul to get to them. But the more we search, find, and click on creators' names like this, the more they'll rise up the search results, and eventually they will have, YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. Oh, thank you. Yes, Poppin' the Popcorn. So there's an example, right? When I was interviewing Huntophobia with, I wasn't really doing it. It was Have Cheetah Will View doing it. I was co-hosting. But Popping the Popcorn was in there with another few creators that were here. The Stock Explorer was there. Forgive me for forgetting everybody that was in the chat that day. But it is such a great service to a creator when you engage chat in that way and hang out and support. So I'm always happy to see that kind of support coming through to different creators. I'm just going to copy and paste that into the chat. If you want to look for Emotion, best idea is to search for Emotion New Soul. Now, their channels both are really growing strong and fast, and so we want to push them a little bit farther. I see that YouTube's playing games with your numbers, because in the search results it said 1.9, now we see 2.1. But Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter who brings us original works in the form sometimes of music videos and sometimes compilations of both premieres or live streams. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them here, including super chats and memberships, and you will see that they have started experimenting with reaction videos as well. Now, not everybody can just do any reaction video and have it fly. That's not the way that works. But when you put a lot of thought, consideration, and research into what might be the right kind of reaction for your video, then you can find some wild success like Emotion has here. They put a lot of thought into this before they did it, and they did it right. So because this is a talented singer and songwriter reacting to another talented singer and songwriter, forgive me for not knowing if every single one is a singer and songwriter, but something along those lines, this really works, and you see some wild success. Look at this, almost 9,000 views here, over 9,000 views here, and he's done many more on both channels. Let me show you their second channel, where they have in their featured channel section here, this is Writing with Emotion New Soul, and this is where we get to see a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process used by Emotion in their original work. So we get a great look at the creator behind the channel, and I hope you'll join them there too. They've experimented with reaction videos over there and a few other things, which is great to see. 397 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push Emotion a little bit farther. And I'm just looking through our chat right now. Hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Facing Reality is coming up. And then Taylor, again, I'm not 100% sure if your channel is brand new to Tuber Chat, but I wonder if there is something I can use to find your channel easily. I'm just looking for it in the background here, and I'm having trouble finding it. My go-to channel extension doesn't click on channels that are extremely new. I wonder if that's just the situation. Facing Reality has 757 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 760 that they're thinking about today, a little bit closer to 800. And I look like I'm going to fall behind with you as well. So I'm going to take one of your videos, add it into my catch-up list. Oh, I did that yesterday, I guess, right? And I haven't caught up yet. So I'll be looking forward to this positive message. As you can see from their banner, they say positive messages in a fun way. That's absolutely the case. They do this on their channel as well as everywhere they go. So when you're out bouncing in between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos, my bet is that you're going to run into Facing Reality regularly. And Minty Mocha, says Taylor in the chat. Facing Reality will always spread positivity and motivation and engagement in the chat, for which I'm grateful. So I'll be looking forward to this particular video. There's Coupon Gale, our featured channel from yesterday. That's Gale Southern Living with a second channel. And Radical Productions, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That is a channel with over 6,000 subscribers that is having some serious impact in bringing awareness to homelessness in America. I'm always happy to see people using their powers for good instead of evil. Facing Reality is one of those creators, of course. She spreads all kinds of positivity everywhere she goes, like I said. So let me spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. And we're going to look at Popping the Popcorn. So this is a creator, like I said, extremely supportive. They were with us when I was doing that collaboration with Have Cheetah Will View and Huntophobia the other day. And I'm always grateful for anybody to be engaging the chat. When we look for Popping the Popcorn, we just have to use our channel filter. You could do this on the computer or on a phone, and it helps bring up the right Popping the Popcorn. It's not a popular name. They've named their channel fairly uniquely for themselves, but because both the words popping and popcorn are probably very, very popular, it is going to make this channel suffer with the search results for a little while. And the more we search, find, and click on them, the more we will help them rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular popping the popcorn. Modest Moon Gazer is back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Another extremely supportive creator. I've got you on the wheel because they happen to be a member, of course. All That Fluff and Stuff, good to see you back in the house. And I will add some more names to the wheel in another couple of moments, I think. Popping the Popcorn brings us movie reviews. And there's somebody who engages the chat both here and everywhere that they go. They've got 98 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther up and maybe even over the 100 they're thinking about. Soulstar Sketching, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and then Chris's Clever Craft. So when we were talking in the first part of the stream and we were wondering what was up with Venom for Life, I think that I put this together when we were on the break there after the internet cut out. I was thinking about it, wondering if something had happened. We were talking about the purge that went on, and a lot of people lost subscribers. On this past Thursday, there was a really heavy purge. And I wonder to myself if that's what they were referring to. He said, or they said, you know, they've been coming to Superchat for a long time, and, you know, that it's not to blame and this and that, which I appreciate, of course, right? We know that YouTube is purging all of our numbers, our watch hours, our likes, our views, even our thumbs down, thank goodness, right? But it could be a frustration for a lot of people, but I think that that is probably what they were talking about. So, it's very good. And we press on. As long as everybody's supporting each other as much as we can, everybody will be fine. Popping the Popcorn gives us movie reviews. It's absolute opinion over here. So what they were also willing to do is, if there is a movie that you would like to hear their opinion of, they will review that as well. They're looking for suggestions. So I hope everybody will support this creator. I'd love to see them hit that 100 subscribers today. They have been unbelievably supportive to a lot of other creators as soon as they came into the Tuber Chat family. Axe Super New Guy 32, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. James Gipe, thumbs up to you. That's another huge growth stream with over 30,000 subscribers, I think, now, right? And you can meet lots more friends and family members over there. And Team Goodman is coming up right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, all that fluff and stuff, yeah. A tropical cyclone, my goodness. Oh, yeah, it's something else when we have, you know, some of this wild weather in different areas. I say we, but I really mean other people, because, you know, in where I live in southern Ontario, Canada, the worst we're going to see is a tornado. They do happen occasionally, but it's rare, years in between them as far as I can ever see. But, you know, we don't get hurricanes, cyclones, and you know, frequent bad weather that's that damaging. So, popping the popcorn, we're now going to look at Team Goodman. And I did say I wanted to get some names onto the wheel, so I'll do that right now. Look through our chat list and see who I can add. Oh, power went out last night, Towley's Art and Game channel. As a matter of fact, so I can let everybody know that, not that it matters, but just out of interest, you know, we all have to deal with things that are frustrating, to say the least. And what I'm talking about is power outages, internet outages, or things, you know, like we lost today's stream. I had to come back again. We've done that many times. They're probably good. We're all going to be laughing about this 5 years from now when it's not an issue anymore, or, you know, sometime in the future. But for right now, it could be a source of frustration. It has been for me with the music channel, because I run a server that was in Toronto for a long, long time. And that particular area, you know, occasionally experienced a power flicker, and that sends the internet into a frenzy and shuts the stream off and everything else. If somebody's not in the building where I'm able to get them, or in the house rather, but to get to the computer that I need reset or need to access, it can't be fixed. So like last weekend, the music stream was off all weekend again. So that should be the last time. So I've found another service that allows for 24-hour live streams to run, and it works. It works well. It has all the things that we need, and there's a lot to that. So someday I'll do videos about it, how to set up those streams and stuff like that. But it should be much more stable. So luckily, now we don't have to worry over there about power outages and internet flickers and things like that. Hopefully, right? Ever. And then all that fluff and stuff. Oh, yeah, hopefully. Oh, no fishing for a while. Yeah, hopefully you're safe, though. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Black's Tropical Homestead, thanks for coming back in. And we're looking at Team Goodman. So this is an extremely supportive couple of creators, and I'm happy to see people collaborating all the time. You see Team Goodman with the Death's Life there. They frequently collaborate on each other's channels, but it's great to see some focus being put on others that here, like a shout out video that Team Goodman has done for them. And I'm always happy to see that kind of extra promotion and generosity coming from creators. Team Goodman, of course, has been featured on Superchat for that reason. And I hope everybody will connect with them. We don't have a sub count right now. Forgive me, I know you told me yesterday too, and I've forgotten already. But we just want to push them towards their next milestone. They're obviously well over 500 because they've got their community tab here. So hopefully pretty soon we'll get them a little bit farther towards monetization. And it's pure variety on this channel. They mix up the videos and live streams, but I'm sure you'll enjoy their content, and especially the kind of support that comes back from creators like this who are so overwhelmingly supportive of others. So let's spin the wheel. Yeah, we're pretty cold here now, all that fluff and stuff, where I am in southern Ontario, Canada. About an hour and a half away from Toronto, close to Niagara Falls. It is officially freezing most days now. So let me see what I can do here. I said I wanted to add some names to the wheel. I'm not sure if Ace Flaw 1 made it back in. Let me know if you're still here, Andy. And Tiny Panay's already on the wheel. Jolly Pasquale didn't make it back in. Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine might still be with us. Let's have a look. All that fluff and stuff. We're going to look at your channel soon too. And spin. Yeah, I know, Chris's Clevercraft drives me bananas. The worst part is right as Super Chat was starting, I have this little icon. I don't know if you can see it. For those of you on a computer, you can see. On Mac, most of your icons in the top here are just black and white because they don't want to draw attention to them, right? But they have this one that as an extension that I downloaded not too long ago. I think I paid for it, but I can't remember. If software doesn't cost very much, I'm happy to just like check out programs from time to time. This one here will turn yellow if the internet has a problem. Now, I am tethered to an iPhone with a cable, but it doesn't seem to catch it fast enough. It's supposed to be a bridge connection, but we don't have luck with that. So this was turning yellow and then green and then yellow and then green. And that was right before we started, but it was too late to stop. So I just let it go anyway. And then it was doing it again when I reset the internet after we cut off. But we'll just see what happens. Hopefully, otherwise, everybody's doing okay. And then cooking right now. But thank you, Team Goodman. Yep, we just had a look at your channel. We're looking at That Blue Moon. Oh, goodness. I said earlier that you might be over 700, I think. But over 900. This is good news. I'm so excited because, you know, it's not that you want to play favorites. I'm happy for everybody to be moving towards their 1,000. I want everybody to get there, get monetized if that's what you want, and do whatever you wish for your channel once you have your audience, of course, right? But I am excited because That Blue Moon is a very supportive creator. So they're out supporting others regularly in premieres, live streams, commenting on videos. They've been connecting the right way for a long time. They've been with Superchat almost from the very beginning. Isaac Bernard Glover, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mine is an iMac. Yeah, I bought it last year. It's just a base model. of the last one that they put out before the M1 chips came out, but I did upgrade it by putting in 32 gigs of RAM and a faster, whatever they call, I can't remember the letters, NVMe SSD or whatever it is. So it slightly is upgraded, but the processor is still limiting. It's like an Intel i5 or something like that. It's fairly new, but unfortunately, these days, we're dealing with video. It takes a lot of processing power, a lot of graphics power, and things like that. I will upgrade again sometime in the future. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks, good to see you in the house still. Like I said, that is TWTTV with a second channel. Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom, good to see you here. And that Blue Moon is, like I said, extremely supportive, and when they are out, especially like here in Tuberchat, when they are able to visit us, they are spreading so much positivity and motivation. So thankful for everybody, so excited for everybody else to be doing well. And I really appreciate that because it sets the tone for the chat, the community, and the family here in Tuberchat. It makes it a dream to run a stream like this when so many creators share such positivity, and I see the generosity and everybody willing to help each other and actually rooting for each other. It's one thing to say you're supportive, it's another thing to actually do it, and we see that Blue Moon supporting creators all the time, and I really do appreciate that positivity. So I'm glad to see they're officially on the road to 1K. It's very, very exciting stuff. So I hope we can get them there as fast as we can. Spotless Calm is coming up right now. This is another extremely supportive creator. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Spotless Calm so often that we often joke about the fact that we're bouncing around so much supporting other creators. They have built up quite a reputation as a supporter. So they, as a matter of fact, have orchestrated a raid party. And what this is a bunch of creators that get together and they set up premieres to raid one after the other, after the other, after the other. Sometimes we call it a raid train. You see a lot of this going on YouTube, but it's great to see creators really, going over and above to support each other this way. Spotless Calm always engages the chat. They are somebody who reaches out to talk about what we're doing when it comes to these streams. They've got look at these 8-hour live streams that they run, sometimes premiere, sometimes live streams. They're very much influential in the idea of getting these 24-hour type streams running. Adventures of Three Gingers, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Faye Blatcher, we all have to juggle what we're doing. It's funny to see. It's funny when I look at the chat. I know I miss so much, but when I read over to the chat and I see people thanking each other and spreading positivity, that makes me happy too. Spotless Calm, like I said, is just unbelievably supportive. They will allow and encourage everybody to connect in their premieres and live streams the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. 720 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I didn't make this today. We're actually doing some moving. Not of my home or anything like that. I was helping with a move and wasn't able to be on today. So I'm going to take this video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure that I catch up with this. I think I went through this whole one, but my red line went back. I must have gone back and commented or something. And Spotless Calm supports every single day, whether it's here in Tuberchat or on our music channel, and I appreciate that so much. So for that reason, I try to do the same thing for them. And Mrs. VSNC09 is still in the house. Tiny Panay is here. This was a channel originally invited, I believe, by Team Goodman. 584 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. There's Red Hot Reactions in the house, always on fire. Good to see you here. And Tiny Panay has 584. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to 600. They've already shown engagement in the chat. They're usually here for, I believe, every single live stream since they've found Tuberchat. And then Kevin is moving to Toronto. Yeah, Toronto is was home for me. That's where I was born and grew up, and it will always be home. And I don't live very far. I'm in Toronto many days a week, right? If you ever see me collaborating with other creators on live streams, that's usually where I am, somewhere in the Toronto area. But it will always be home. But it's only an hour and a half. I love driving, so I don't mind hopping in and out of there. But one of these days, actually they're building around the area where we live, so hopefully that 5G good fiber optic internet will be making it, or 6G or whatever they're calling the next one. They call it 6 something. I forget what they call it. Tiny Panay, hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting this creator. It's time for me to get some more channels onto the wheel. Let me spin, and I will add some more names right away. We're going to look next at Charlene Heel. Marino's Mysteries, good to see you here. It's important to stay hydrated. I find myself far more dehydrated in the winter than the summer. I don't know why that is, but we got to keep that up. 468 subscribers for Charlene Heel. She is a powerhouse of positivity and motivation. So let me see what I can do about adding some names to our wheel here now. And thank you, everybody, for your patience today. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Radical Productions will come up. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is on the wheel now. That is the second channel from TWT-TV, and when I bring them up, I'll show you both of their channels. Actually, Charlene Heel has a second channel now, and I've got to remember to put that channel up, so we'll look at that in a second, and I'll get some more names onto the wheel shortly. I think we got a brand new creator in the chat right now. Fish Ranch Home, good to see you here. Oh, there's Straps. Yes, Straps changes their name frequently. So thank you for coming back in. That was Straps Adventures. Fish Ranch Home, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome again, and hopefully you're ready to meet some new friends and family members. Oh, there you go. 5G's coming for Sam's Vlog, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. And then Tao Lee's Art and Game Channel, keeping water with them. Very good. There's the Stock Explorer. Let me get you back onto the wheel. I was talking about the Stock Explorer again a few moments ago, because I was talking about that. Popping the Popcorn was mentioning again that collaboration I did with Have Cheetah Will View and Huntophobia. Stock Explorer was there, hanging out, engaging the chat, and bringing a little bit of comedy, for which I appreciated. And just at the right time. They know what I mean, because they were there. But it was definitely a fun and interesting stream. Willow's Creations, good to see you in the house. Another extremely supportive creator. Marino's Mysteries, let me get you onto the wheel. So Charlene Heel spreads positivity everywhere that they go, whether it's here in Superchatter, when I see them out supporting other creators. They're always engaging the chat, always motivating others, always spreading inspiration and positive messages. I'm going to take this video, if I didn't already yesterday, I did. I put it in my catch-up list. I'm going to make sure I stay caught up. I got to find a way, the Stock Explorer, that I can get more notifications from you. I put notifications on for every creator, but the problem is there are some creators that it's not about playing favorites. I'm interested in the information that the Stock Explorer has to share. I'd like to get on that as soon as it happens. I wonder if there's a way for me to figure that out, whether it's if you have another social network that you post on that I can follow you with. How do we have flies? It's November. It's almost December already, and there's a fly around here. That's interesting. Oh, that's okay, Fish Ranch Home. So here's the trouble. When you change your YouTube channel name, it can take up to 2 weeks for it to settle in the YouTube algorithm so that people can find you again. And Charlene Heel, I don't know if they're still in the chat with us. There they are. They're actually right there. Charlene Heel. So I have a suggestion. And this is not just for her, but for everybody. So featured channels is a great way to collaborate with other creators, but as well, it's a great way to feature your own second channel if you have one. You can put it in a featured channel section by itself, and it brings a lot of attention to it, or you can add it as the first video in your featured channels if you have other people. But that is a great way to let other people know that you have more than one channel. Some people will subscribe to you right away on both when they know that you have two. There are people probably every week that will say to me, oh, Kevin, I didn't know you had a personal channel. And I'm sure there's lots of people who don't know about our music channel yet, no matter how many times we talk about it here, because if I don't say it right at the moment that somebody's watching, they may not hear about it for weeks or even months, of course, right? So Charlene Heel, to learn to do that, I'm actually going to do it right now. I'm going to show you. So you can do it from your front page, or you can do it from the left-hand side of YouTube Studio if you're on a computer. It can't be done on a phone yet, but they are working on adding more tools for us. So we'll see. We'll see if that's something in the future. And this is how you can do that. I'll show you what it is, but this is how you can put a row of channels or a single channel on your front page. It's a great way to trade favors with other creators and get a friendship started, and it's a great way to feature your second channel if you have one. I don't necessarily recommend breaking into a second channel for every creator, but if it's appropriate for you and something that you want to do, then this is a great way to showcase that. Probably Chris's Clever Craft. They're flies are probably doing that. Oh, and then Charlene Heel, yeah, when you can eventually get to a computer, you'll be able to do this, but I'll show everybody anyway. If you want to mark the time, we are just over 50 minutes into the second part of episode 316 of Tuber Chat. I always name them A and B if we lose the stream due to the internet. These are the sections, right? So on your front page, you can actually do a lot to dress up the look of your channel. And featured channels, we have 3 sections. We have one for gold and silver members, one for bronze members, and one for featured channels, which I talk about all the time. Let's see. If you don't already have this, you can click this add section, and it's the last one in the list. You can find lots of different things you can do for your page here, but it's the last one. So if you don't already have it, you add that. You can drag them up and down the page as you wish, and when you're ready to add channels, you just click on the 3 dots, go to Edit Section Contents. And Charlene Heel's already on ours, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off. I'm going to show you. All you do is search for a channel. It will come up pretty quickly. We know that this is the Charlene Heel we're looking for the way her name is spelled, and for that yellow heart, 469 subscribers. All I have to do is check the box, and she's automatically added to the bottom of the list. I click Done. And as soon as I publish, that saves the changes. It's very important to click Publish to make sure that those changes get saved, and then that will propagate on the front page. So let's get back to Charlene Heel, and we'll see what they've got going on. If we lose the internet again, we're not going to come back today, just so everybody knows, but we might be okay. And let me see if I can remember the name of the channel. It's Business Services and Opportunities. And we'll see if this comes up without too much trouble. There it is, right there at the top of the search results. Very good. So this is the second channel from Charlene Heel, and I'm still looking forward to getting to know what we're going to see on this channel. She's got 11 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get her rolling on that road to the first 100. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see what's happening. I didn't realize this, but I must have missed another super chat from Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. They must have done it twice in the first stream. Or first half. Marino's Mysteries is coming in here now. Let's see what they've got going on for us. Marino's Mysteries is another creator who's been back several times here to Tuber Chat already, but I'm still getting to know this channel and its content. So let me see what I can do here. I'm going to take, they do a lot of mail call videos, which is very cool. I'm going to take your brand newest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can learn a little bit more about your channel and see what you got going on. 115 subscribers here, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards maybe even the 120 that they're thinking about. Marino's Mysteries has been featured on Tuber Chat, of course, in today's featured channel is Come Hither with Heather. Tomorrow will be Towley's Art and Game channel. And yesterday was Coupon Gale, who's in the chat with us right now. So, Homestead Family Reclaim, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels now, because we have been on for almost an hour and another half hour before that. So let's see what we can do. We'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. Pardon me for a second. And Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine is coming up. Let's see what we can do about looking at this channel. I can't remember for the life of me if we've seen this channel already on the screen before. No, this is the first time we're putting you on the screen. 709 subscribers. So the channel's doing well. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And I'm looking forward to getting to know what you've got going on here. Marino's Mysteries, must spend a ton on ketchup. Yes, as a matter of fact, I bought an unreasonable amount of mustard this week. I understand not everybody puts mustard in the fridge. I can't remember what the reason was, but there was a creator. I think one of the channels that I run, the host was out doing a live stream the other night, last night. I can't remember if it was last night. Doesn't matter. Anyway, they were out and they had must have put mustard on something or whatever. And somebody said, "Oh no, don't tell me you're one of those people who puts mustard in the fridge," or something like that. Anyway, I learned very quickly not everybody puts mustard in the fridge. I do. I always have. So I'm just going to keep doing it anyway. And then, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has Christmas stuff coming up. Very good. Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine has got some delicious looking content here. I'm sure there's got to be mustard as an ingredient somewhere from what I'm looking at. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you've got here, because food obviously is something we all have in common. But I really love the real world look that we get from our YouTube friends and family when they show us some of the things that they're cooking, making, baking for themselves, for others around the world in their homes and other places. So I'm looking forward to this. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if you have one. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More always puts the condiments in the fridge too. I put all kinds in the fridge. There's probably a few things I put in the fridge that you don't need to. Most of your videos are shorter than 10 minutes. So I'm going to go back to an 8-minute one that I think I saw here. Here it is, 8:02. And I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will turn on your notification bell as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And no mustard in your ingredients. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. And we change our times, but we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Oh, and then Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine, yeah, lots. It's up to you how long your videos should be. There's no right answer for everybody as to how long. It's one of the most common questions on YouTube, where people ask, how long should my videos be? YouTube's answer themselves, their exact words are, a video should be however long it should be. So if it only takes you 3 or 4 minutes to present what you're presenting, it's better than dragging it on just for the sake of making it longer. And if you have a longer video and it needs to be an hour and a half to tell the story, then fine, make it an hour and a half, right? Yeah, I'm just saying, because when I'm here on Tuber Chat, I usually look for a 10-minute video to connect with, but it doesn't matter. We have lots of creators who either only do short, like actual shorts, or short videos, like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, things like that. It's fine. I'm just putting your 8-minute video into my watch later list so that I connect with you with a longer video than what I talk about. So when we talk about connecting with each other here with videos that are at least 3 minutes long, that's the minimum. I'm hoping everybody goes over and above to do even more than I suggest here or what is written in our descriptions. I always do that by inside Tuber Chat watching videos that are over usually 10 minutes, but much farther than 3 minutes. And if I'm out in the YouTube streets just bouncing around, then I may watch videos that are just 3 minutes long. Part of it is because I'm always testing to make sure that the system is still working, right? So by watching a video that's literally 3 minutes long and giving a comment, connecting with somebody the way I always do, I can make sure that when you come back to TuberChat, I'm absolutely telling the truth when I say, hey, this system works exactly the way we talk about it. As long as both people connecting follow the full procedure, everybody will be just fine. This is Modest Moon Gazer. They happen to be a member, so we've added them onto the wheel right away. Modest Moon Gazer is an extremely supportive creator, and forgive me because you gave me your sub count again yesterday and I've forgotten it already. I forget if you said you're at 180 now. Approaching 200. Modest Moon Gazer is active on the other social networks as well, as a matter of fact. And they happen to be so unbelievably supportive that when they first came to TuberChat, I was confused actually whether they found our music channel first or this one, because they were supporting both so much. So what I've learned by watching a few of their videos, we featured Modest Moon Gazer not too long ago, is that they will bring us, more than anything else, abandoned places that they explore. Now, they do talk about on their channel the idea that they're going to do much more than that, but I have watched a few of these now, and they really put a lot of thought into researching the place they're going to talk about before they get there. So they're a compelling storyteller, and they bring us along on their exploration of the abandoned place and describe what's going on. As well, they do a great job of including a slideshow at the end of every episode where they show us photographs that they've taken of the place as well. So very much doing well with the social media. Venom for Life, thank you for coming back in. I wondered earlier, your comment threw me off for a quick second because I wondered if something bad had happened, but it dawned on me afterwards. We were talking about YouTube glitching and the fact that people always, YouTube's playing games with all our numbers, our subscribers, our watch hours, our thumbs up, our thumbs down, everything, right? And I wonder if that's what you were meaning when you were talking about when we were talking about losing subscribers. Because it happens to everybody. Oh, and there you go. 195, says Modest Moon Gazer. So getting very, very close to 200. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Adventures of Three Gingers. I'm sure there are a lot of different reasons why somebody may not make their sub count public. There are definitely some creators in the world, or some fans, or not fans, but viewers is what I mean to say, in the world. They may not be creators, but let's say just people who watch YouTube. They may not subscribe to a channel that has a low sub count. YouTube determines that any channel under 100,000 is a small YouTuber, right? But I'm not sure whether it actually has benefit or not. In my personal experience, since running TuberChat and just before, on any channels that I have experimented with, because I do run channels for other people occasionally as well, then when we're doing this, when we're doing what we're doing here in TuberChat, I find that it has been more beneficial to have them public for me, because people want to help you hit milestones, right? And they will push for you every time you're getting close to a milestone. I think that's part of it, but I could be wrong. That's just what I've seen and what I think about it, but that's pure opinion, so don't take that as gospel. But I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. That's why I don't make too much of a big deal about it. I just mention it because I say it doesn't matter what the sub count is. We just want to push these creators along to their next milestone, whatever that might be, right? If it was something I thought was detrimental to somebody's growth, I would absolutely say that. But there are very few things, surprisingly, that are a universal truth for all of us. When you ask, like, should you or shouldn't you do something? And this is the reason why on TuberChat, I try not to tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. I try. Even when I slip and might sound like that, what I mean to do is bring the experience that I do have, plus what we're all going to learn from each other, because I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I want to improve both for myself and the channels that I run. And then add it all together so that you can make the right decision for your videos and your channel. Thank you, Venom for Life. Yeah, And forgive me because I'm doing a bad job of keeping up with the chat again. And then let us look at the next channel, which is going to be your girl Lala. This is another extremely supportive channel. This is somebody who you see out supporting others regularly. They happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel as soon as they got here, of course. And, yeah, thank you, Venom for Life. That's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. I should put you on the wheel right now, actually. They were with us for the first part of the stream. You want to make sure you're spelling this creator's name right. So, you know, if you're on a phone, I know you'll have to take the extra moment to type it in the way that they've got it spelled, but it is a cool play on the characters to make that name look the way it does. And Venom for Life, like I said, has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. My goodness. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the kind of support that comes back from them. Jack Dawson, our dear friend, has come in saying love, support, and respect is key. It absolutely is. That's what you find from Jack Dawson, and that's what you find from his community. And then, yeah, thank you very much, Adventures of Three Gingers. All of my subscriber counts are public on all channels, whether I run them or whether they are my own. I don't run a lot. I run 3 channels for one guy right now. I used to run a couple of others, but in most cases, I would rather teach somebody to fish than, you know, feed them the fish, if that's the right way of putting that. So I always want to kind of encourage people to do it. Now, if somebody can't or won't run a channel and really wants it run, then it's something to consider. But I also have limited time too, so I have to only deal, let's say, with channels that are extremely serious about growing for the long term, right? Jack Dawson, thank you for coming in. Thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make your channel next. Jack Dawson is tough to find because this creator's name is so popular because of Titanic, right? That movie, the lead character is named Jack Dawson. So every time you type it in, it's a bunch of Titanic stuff that comes up. Jack Dawson is a gamer, so if you use any of the popular game names like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, Ratchet and Clank, Jack Dawson will come up because he does live stream almost every single day, and he does a variety of videos. Your girl Lala has 981 subscribers right now. This creator can definitely hit 1,000 very soon. Now, you have to forgive me because I don't do the push that, you know, you might expect when somebody gets this close. It's not quite close enough for me to be able to do that, because it would be easy to put this channel up with a counter right now and say, okay, everybody subscribe to this channel, let's get her to 1,000. But the problem with that is that it's more important that we're connecting the right way, because I have already been through it, and it does not feel good to hit 1,000 subscribers and then go back below, and I don't wish that on anybody. It's fine. We all get there. Everybody grows. Of course, if you get there once, you'll get there again. But we'd love to see your girl Lala, especially such a supportive creator, get there the right way. So we'll watch this sub count over the next couple of days. I don't know if you can be with us again tomorrow, your girl Lala, or on Monday. But we'll see how you're doing. If you do get to the last 10, then I will do the push for you. But in the meantime, hopefully everybody will support this creator. She is always out supporting others generously and always engaging the chat, for which I'm grateful. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. Stay caught up with your channel. I see that we've got a super chat, Marino's Mysteries. Thank you for that. I thought I had put you on the wheel, but I do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel right after Jack Dawson. I appreciate that extra support. So let's get Jack Dawson right now. And I usually use, I'll show you what I mean. I put Jack Dawson and all this Titanic stuff comes up. But if I use MLB, the show, or Assassin's Creed, or Call of Duty, or something like that, you'll get Jack Dawson. Usually with videos, we just click on the creator. Make sure you're matching the avatar. You've got the right one. He's got 1,800 subscribers right now. And then click on videos, and we see what they've got going on here. And then, hopefully everybody will support this creator. They are extremely supportive to Tuber Chat. This is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated member and friend, and supporter, both to Tuber Chat and a lot of people here as well. So The Gathering Within, thank you for coming in. They happen to be a gold member, actually. The Gathering Within will see a link dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, but thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member, of course. Like I said, I'll put them on the wheel, or I would have put them on the wheel right away, but that super chat, I really do appreciate, especially the extra generosity. We will put your channel up next after Marino's Mysteries, who actually just took the stream boss position too. So I'm happy to see that. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Marino's Mysteries will get some extra exposure. Mesa La Media, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jack Dawson, like I said, streams just about every single day. I try to catch him as often as I can. Usually works out to a couple of times a week. And he is, like I said, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He is somebody who will allow and encourage everybody to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, and is a fantastic commentator. He's able to keep up with the gameplay and keep up with the chat at the same time. He always comes in and says love, support, and respect is the key. That's what you'll find from him and from his community. So thank you once again, Jack Dawson, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Marino's Mysteries, thank you for yours. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up right now. Marino's Mysteries is somebody who's been with Tuber Chat for a little while now. Oh, we looked at this channel. I should know that already. Forgive me. Okay, I'm gonna move on quickly because I usually only show channels once per stream, even in the case of super chats and memberships and things like that. But I do appreciate your extra support. And Marino's Mysteries, there's another example of some extra generosity. Let's look at The Gathering Within. Pardon me. Pardon me for that. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, I'm having the hardest time clearing my throat there. And then, Kristen Walton, my love is here, both as a moderator and a member. Music therapy, I saw your question. Forgive me for that. I was having trouble clearing my throat. So they asked an important question. That they say that happened to a lot to them. It's hard to find your channel only searching the name. Can that change, or can you do something for that? So as an idea, what you can do is mention a term or a word that's included in the title of one of your most popular videos. However popular they may be, it doesn't matter, right? And that might be able to help. So for instance, we have Popping the Popcorn in the chat right now. Her name is Katie. If you search for Popping the Popcorn Katie, it helps it come up a little bit easier. Or in the case of Jack Dawson, because they play these video games, you can put in Jack Dawson Assassin's Creed and it will come up right away. You could do the same thing with music therapy. So if you have a popular video or something like that that you can help people use to find you. Another consideration is the possibility of changing your name. Now, I don't want to say this is the right thing to do or not. This is not it's just a suggestion as an idea. I don't want to suggest that you absolutely do it, but it can help, because if you were to change your name to Music Therapy something that does not bring up other channels in the search, then people, after about 2 weeks, will start to have an easier time finding you for a while. And if you want, 3 months later or 6 months later, whatever it is, you can change your name back to Music Therapy. The only thing that you have to think about with that is there's a milestone that you can hit when you get 100 subscribers on YouTube. You can change the URL for your channel, and what I'm talking about is what The Gathering Within has done up here, where you have youtube.com/The Gathering Within. You don't have to put that C in there anymore. They do it, but you don't have to. And if you change your name now to something that you don't really want for the long term, then you won't be able to claim the URL that you want, probably, until you change the name back to the way that you want it, because YouTube kind of forces you to use something very similar to the name that is displayed to everybody when you're selecting your URL, if that makes sense. Forgive the complicated long speech about that, but it's something to consider. You might be able to have some luck in people finding you a little bit easier if you did one of those things. Here in Superchat, all we do is we look for a video that's popular from you, whatever that is, and a term from the title usually is enough to get it to happen. So that's hopefully helpful. Katie, keep it popping. Yes, Miner Zach123, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's almost time for me to get some more names on the wheel, but thank you, The Gathering Within, again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. They are already an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. Now, you have to forgive me because I'm behind with your channel again. I'm going to take your latest video, add them to my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. What we find from The Gathering Within is videos that will help you relax, unwind, meditate possibly. They'll even assist with that, as a matter of fact. But what will make this channel, or what makes this channel unique, is the idea, first of all, they mix up the visuals and the audio, but then they add a pleasing voice behind it to give positive affirmations, sometimes in the form of statements, sometimes in the form of poetry, for instance. So I think that this particular channel can be a great positive start to anybody's day, or a great resource to give you a positive pick-me-up if you need that at some point during your day, because I think we all need that from time to time. Is it snowing in Canada? I've been asked that question once before. Is it snowing? For me, it's never snowing, but they're here right now. I think we're on a storm watch. I think Kristen was telling me earlier that overnight it might snow. But where I am, I'm in the most southern part of Ontario. It's not snowing right this second. I've heard that there are areas in Ontario that are just covered with snow already. They've had a few storms. Oh, you already put the URL. So Music Therapy, if you already put the URL, you don't have to take that part of my speech into consideration at all, because you've already got it set. So you can change your channel name if you wanted to, and then just change it back again later. There are limits on how often they let you do that. So again, I don't want to suggest it. You could, but if you're willing to just fight through it, you can just help people by saying, here, find me. Or the best idea that I can come up with now is to say, if somebody wants to connect with you, you say, I will go to your channel right now and leave a comment for you that you can click on, because then they could just click on your channel from their own comment section. And I believe wholeheartedly that when you make the first move, when you give before you expect to receive, that's where you find the best success anyway. So it might be another idea. So Western PA, Adventures of Three Gingers. I'm always warm. Yes, thank you, Venom for Life. It's cold out there today, but I was helping with some moving of some furniture and things like that. So even though I was wearing a t-shirt like I usually do, it was warm enough. But thank you for that. Venom for Life, like I said, has been a longtime friend, so I appreciate your positivity, of course. And then the other thing, too, I spend a little bit of time running back and forth to Toronto to Niagara. So Kristen knows better whether it's snowing each day here than I would. I don't watch the weather for both cities if I'm not home. But, yeah, it sprinkles around. Is the name important to make the channel to reach more people? So that's an interesting question, Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine. And thank you one more time, The Gathering Within, for that extra support. I think I saw MSK Family Vlogs come in, by the way. Thank you for coming in. Let me put them on the wheel right away. They have been a member for over a year, as a matter of fact, and I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Let's spin the wheel. So let me get to your question, Mare's Clay Pot Cuisine. Now, whether your name is going to help or not, I don't think that even if you come up with the most clever name, that's really going to do it. If you were to do videos that are so unbelievably niched, and then name, like if you did videos that were only about candy cane flavored ice cream with chocolate chunks, and you named your channel Candy Cane Flavored Ice Cream with Chocolate Chunks, and every video was named almost exactly that way, only in that case, I think it might actually help. But if we think of our, this is going to sound ridiculous, so forgive me, but I'm paraphrasing from something that I learned from, somebody who's extremely successful, one of these motivational speakers, named Seth Godin. It's the only daily blog that I read, but if there was one person in the world, I don't often talk about like heroes and things like that. If there was somebody who I think is absolutely somebody everybody in the world should follow, it would be Seth Godin. And this guy says, for instance, he says, when you're naming your company, when you're naming your website, when you're naming your channel or anything else, it's nobody's business but your own, first of all, which is fine. But you have a choice. You can name your channel something that's going to let people know what it is. So if I say Kevin's Kitchen, Cooking, and More, okay, you know that I'm going to be cooking things, possibly baking, possibly talking about food, right? So you already know. If you have a name like All That Fluff and Stuff, we don't know what on earth you're going to put on your channel, but you will fill the channel's name with meaning the way that somebody might do with a child. You know what I mean? If you are, expecting a child of any kind, a son or a daughter, you don't really take a poll with everybody and say, what do you think I should name my child? You just name your child, and then that child, as they grow up, the name starts to have meaning, right, as their life goes on. I know that's a bit far-fetched. I'm paraphrasing, probably not doing the best job of it, but it's a way to think about it. So you have a choice. It's just like, Google, before Google was Google, that name, like, it took people a minute to realize what on earth that was. It is a real word, but they had to fill it with meaning, right? Whereas when you have a website called, like Microsoft.com was nothing before they started, now it has meaning for us. Whereas Salesforce.com, okay, we know what that is. You're selling things to people, right? So if that makes sense. Forgive my long speech. All That Fluff and Stuff brings us a lot of water. They bring us a lot of fishing videos. They won't be doing that for a couple of days now. Let me get one of your latest videos and add it into my catch-up playlist, as a matter of fact. I think I did that already, but I haven't caught up yet. I just don't want to fall too far behind. And they've got a lot, I'm still getting to know this channel, but they've got some snorkeling videos, a lot of fishing is going around. I want to see this come island hopping. Is that what I added to my catch-up list? No? I'm going to add that one too. I just want to see it. And All That Fluff and Stuff is an extremely supportive creator, so I'm hoping everybody will connect with them, get them over the 760 they're thinking about right now, closer to 800, and find out what it's like to have a channel like this that's so unbelievably supportive and engaging, coming back to your channel, doing the same for you. If you need a little venom in your life, yes, venom for life. Jesse Miller unboxings and more. There's an example, right? So we know when we get to Jesse Miller's channel, we're going to find unboxings. By saying more, they give the opportunity to add whatever they want in, right? My personal channel is named after me, Kevin K, but it doesn't mean anything to anybody who's never seen it before. For those of you who know me now, you might, think it has a little bit of meaning, but it gives me the freedom to put whatever I want on my channel. That is not necessarily the key to success. If you want to move fast, the best idea is to have a channel that is niched. Like Superchat is very niched. We do one thing. You hear me at the beginning of the live stream say, welcome to Superchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. Because most of the creators that are here, more than 99%, have less than 10,000 subscribers. I always want to work with people who are starting their channels. Some of you listening to this right now here in the chat will far outgrow the need for Superchat the way that it is when we talk about all the things we have to do to get our channels started on the road to 10,000. But there are bigger fish to fry when we get over 10,000 on the road to 100,000. When that comes, Superchat will not change. We will possibly either start another channel or something along those lines to help with that, because it's different than what we're doing now. But anyway, okay, too much with the names. Forgive my long speeches. This is what I was talking about earlier. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully you find that entertaining, if not motivating or informative. Radical Productions is coming up right now. Radical Productions is another longtime friend of Superchat, as a matter of fact. Now, they're having some wild success with their channel, with well over 6,000 subscribers right now, almost 6,100. And what they are doing is bringing awareness to homelessness in America. And on their banner, they claim that proceeds from the organization will be directed towards initiatives to end homelessness in America, and wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? So what you find here are them talking to people who have either been, how did you put it, unhoused or homeless in some way, shape, or form. It's interesting to hear the different things that people talk about. So I want to say stories. Most of the videos are fairly short, but it's interesting to hear. In this latest video, they were talking to somebody who had traveled like all over the United States. It's interesting in many different ways, right? So I hope everybody will support this channel. They have been unbelievably supportive. One of the things that we notice more than anything else with Radical Productions is that they are out commenting on videos all the time. They are supporting people like crazy. And somebody else mentioned it in, I think it was in our chat the other day, how like they see Radical Productions all over the place, which is great, especially for a channel of this size to still be supporting so many people so often. I'm really happy to see that. Their success comes from the fact, I think, that, like I said before, they're using their powers for good as opposed to evil. So they're really flying. Any channel with this high of a subscriber count, I think, has much to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by. So I hope everybody will connect with Radical Productions. They've been a long time friend of Tuberchat. Thank you, Tao Lee's Art and Game channel. We'll be taking a great look at that channel when they're featured tomorrow. I'm going to try moving a little bit faster through channels now, because I know I've been talking a lot today. Maker Viking, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with either 3 thumbs up or I mentioned Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is coming up right now, so I'll show you an example of a creator who's extremely supportive. First of all, they bring fun everywhere they go. I see them out in other live streams all the time, supporting, engaging a lot of conversation, very much taking part in the social network, like I was talking about before. They're here in Tuber Chat. They bring a flavor of fun and a small bit of comedy, which I appreciate because it keeps it lighthearted here as well, right? And I've had a great time hanging out on their live stream. They do the same thing when they're streaming. They're engaged with the chat. Sometimes they have guests on their panels and things like this, and they are bringing us a real-world, down-to-earth look at companies that they consider for the stock market as well as crypto. So I'm hoping we're all going to learn a lot from this creator. I'm looking forward to it. You can see they're climbing very fast. 536 subscribers right now. So I know they just recently crossed 500 and they're still moving strong. So that community tab should be showing up any time now. The Stock Explorer, I'm sure you're fine. And then why is YouTube? Yes, Venom for Life, I agree. The Stock Explorer was actually hanging out the other day. I keep talking about this today, but I did an interview the other day where I co-hosted with Have Cheetah Will View. He did the interview. I was just co-hosting, and we interviewed our friend Huntophobia, whom with I've been out on a few paranormal adventures, and it was an interesting conversation. But the Stock Explorer was there, first of all, supporting, hanging out for, I think, the whole live stream, as a matter of fact. Not to mention engaging the chat and bringing a bit of comic relief just at the right time, which I appreciated. It is very much noted. And was very much welcomed at the time. But it was an interesting thing, and I just want everybody to understand how supportive the Stock Explorer is. This is a creator who only came into the Tuber Chat family a few months ago, and is already shown incredible support. They support on all of my channels. I see them out supporting others regularly. So let me see what I can do about adding another couple of channels onto our wheel. Jesse Miller, unboxings and more. And they did say, yes, they want to leave their channel open to interpretation. Coupon Gale, I don't think we looked at your channels today. I might have had you on the wheel and had to reset the wheel. Adventures of Three Gingers. We're going to look at your channel next. And I think we're just about caught up. Maker Viking will get you on there shortly. We looked at Venom for Life, right? Oh, no, Venom for Life's on the wheel. Okay, Puffalo716, good to see you in the house from upper New York State, right? Good to see you here. I've been lucky to have spent a lot of time around Buffalo itself, as well as Niagara Falls and all the cities, Rochester to Syracuse and Utica. And I actually got trapped once. There was a flood. It's many years ago now. It's probably 10 years ago. But I got trapped, and not trapped in a bad way. I was coming back from spending some time in New England, coming across the I-90, and there was this horrible flood that had happened, and they were directing everybody off the highway. And the problem is that was back before, like, really iPhone was the thing and this and that. We didn't have the maps like we do now and Waze and all this stuff. Maybe it's longer ago than I think. It could be longer than 10 years. Anyway, so I pulled off in Utica, where I'd been before, and had to hang out in a hotel for the night while we waited for the water to recede before I could get home the next day. So that was interesting. Yes, Venom for Life is on the Wheel of Doom. And but I've always loved all my time in the States. I've been lucky to be there many, 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 many times. Just the northeastern United States mostly, but wouldn't let you type The Gathering Within. Sometimes that's a glitch that happens if you ever... oh, you weren't subbed? Yeah, that can happen as well. Somebody was saying earlier today there was a heavy glitch, and I did notice a lot of losses in subscribers on Thursday in the analytics. My thing goes negative, actually. But many times I've had creators come in here and have said, I can't type in the chat. They've reached out on Instagram or something. I find that resetting the whole device, whether it's a computer or a phone, is what fixes it. It's unfortunate we have to deal with that, but that can help. As for not being subbed to somebody, it might be interesting for everybody to know. So Kristen Walton and I, we live together. We have for a long, long time. We've been together for 6 years. Oh, I didn't put your channel on the wheel either. Let me get Kristen Walton. She happens to be a member and a moderator, of course. But we live together, have for a long time. And as you can imagine, she's been there with Superchat like the whole time from the beginning. We have the same IP address most of the time and everything else. And I think it's 3 times now where we have woken up one day and found that she was not subscribed to Superchat, or my personal channel. And here on Superchat, she's a paying member and a moderator. So that's kind of silly, I think. But we see glitches like that all the time. So it's YouTube. It's not anybody else. Crescent Art Designs, another fellow Canadian, is in the house. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next one that we look at. They've done that many times already before, and I really do appreciate the extra generosity, so thank you for that. Right now we're looking at Coupon Gale. This channel was featured yesterday, and this is an extremely supportive creator. This is the second channel from Gale Southern Living, actually, and even Garden State Gardener. I thought there was another channel that said something similar too, but they said, hey, you want to save $1,000? Follow Coupon Gale. So she is helping us in budgeting and saving money. And what she did in her latest video is talk about some coupons received from some companies that she actually intends to give away, which is really, really cool. And this is an extremely generous creator. And I'm going to show you her main channel. Gale Southern Living is fully monetized. She's got almost 1,500 subscribers here. Lots of featured channels. There's Super Chat, of course. And then as well, let me go through your videos. and see what you got going on here. I'm already behind with you again. Let me get your latest video and add it into my catch-up list. You see this Tuber Chat video that Gail Southern Living did the other day. This is really interesting because it's not just a shout-out video, and I really do appreciate all the shout-outs. Lots of creators have done shout-outs in their videos, and we have a place for those on our front page where you'll find this video here as well. But this is actually how to use TuberChat Connect and Grow, for which I'm grateful. So thank you for that. It's interesting to see somebody else do a video that talks about our process and how you can connect with people, because Gail Southern Living gets to add their own personal experience and opinion into the idea. So I hope everybody will check out that particular video. You can find it on our front page or on Gail Southern Living's channel, but it's just a small example of the generosity that comes along with this creator. So I hope everybody will connect with her. Call Me Ender is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I lost the internet again. We lost the stream, so I had to restart. Call Me Ender was live for a while, but thank you for coming in. We looked at that channel in the first part of the stream. Oh, and then thank you, Adventures of Three Gingers. The Ender Cavalry is coming. We might have a few channels raiding. Call Me Ender, I hope you're still here. Just keep in mind, I do have the 20-minute time limit on the chat, so I do appreciate a raid. Some of the people who come may not end up coming into the chat, but we'll see. It's there for a reason, so everybody can get an idea of what to expect, decide if they like it and if they want to be a part of it. That way we know that we have the most serious creators that understand our process and want to do what we're doing. It's not for everybody, of course. That's the other reason that everybody might notice in the intro. Like I said, I say at the very beginning, welcome to TuberChat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. Because that will actually make people who don't want to hear what I have next to say leave early. And, you would think to yourself, why would you ever want anybody to not come into your channel or not watch your videos? But the truth is, TuberChat's doing well enough that we only really want to have people maximize their time. I really want people to grow their channels. I really want people to do all the things we talk about here. And I certainly don't want to waste anybody's time, right? Because it's a waste for everybody, right? So I'd rather somebody be enjoying their time on YouTube than watching something they don't really want to see. But that's just a thought. So we're looking at Crescent Art Designs, and like I said, this happens to be a fellow Canadian. I can see I'm already falling. Am I falling behind with you? I think I took a video yesterday and said I was going to put that into... I wonder if we can get a view of this. It's only 26 seconds. I never watch videos while we're live streaming, but we're going to see this anyway. I gotta make sure, hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this. I wonder if there's something that's gonna happen here. We'll see. Crescent Art Designs happens to be a fellow Canadian. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but they've shown great generosity and obviously are a loyal and dedicated supporter. Look at that. There's Tao Lee's Art and Game channel, giving a comment right there. Very cool. And then... Crescent Art Designs has a lot of variety here. They've done a few of these talks about, or videos about some of these like classic TV shows. As you can see, 90s and 2000s cartoon and art interpretations, and a bit more, which is really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know this creator, as I am too. Past Life Explorer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They are a longtime friend of TuberChat. And as a matter of fact, Past Life Explorer may be the very first creator to come in from the paranormal genre. They are responsible for us getting lots of friends in that genre and others surrounding it to come in that are still with us today. And personally responsible for my interest. Now, Past Life Explorer actually has a lot of... live streams where they bring on panels. They always have engaging conversation over there, but they are a lot of fun to get to know as well. So it's great to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yes, Venom for Life, PLE. I don't know how many people refer to Past Life Explorer as PLE, but I had heard somebody say that, or maybe a couple people say that. I don't know if it was just one. and I started doing it, and then I had somebody confused in their live chat because they were saying, what PLE? Yeah, Past Life Explorer. So I don't know if I'm still going to do that, but that's a longtime friend, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. We're always happy to see creators, especially after so much time, still out supporting others. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So it's great to see that. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, good. It's good to always have them in the chat. They've come in with 2 channels that have both been featured this year, actually. TWTTV is the main channel from these creators, as well as Elvis, says Path Life Explorer. What we find on Lil Red and Bunny Tracks are music videos that are made by the same creators behind TWTTV. Now, this is a dynamic couple of creators, but it's really actually a family. And boy, I can see I have fallen behind. You've posted a lot of stuff in the last week. So let me see what I can do. I'm going to take this latest video and add it into my catch-up list. This is just a playlist I made for myself to stay caught up with creators, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and see what you've been up to. I see the titles of your videos here, so we'll have to see what's up with you. Birthday here, so forgive me, that must be a belated birthday, but hopefully everybody will join me in wishing you what might be a belated birthday, and forgive me for not being sure. And TWTTV has been a long time friend of Superchat. Actually, they're so supportive that it was overdue by the time I actually featured this channel. I featured both of them not too far behind one another. But they've been very supportive creators for a long time. Country Boy Explorer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm not sure if that's a brand new channel. We have a couple of different channels that have come through named Country Boy with a couple of other words. But hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. Forgive me if I'm wrong, that you might not have been here before. It might be your first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Venom for Life. Did we look at... No, we didn't look at your channel yet. Okay, Venom for Life was on the wheel for a long time today. They were here with us in the first half of the live stream before we cut for the internet and came back. Venom for Life, 834 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. Venom for Life has been a long time friend of Superchat, and I am always happy to see creators, again, same thing, for all this time still out supporting other creators, connecting the right way, and continuing to bring content. And it looks like you're doing very well with consistency. So 1 or 2 videos a week, very cool. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator, seeing what they've got going on their channel. And I see that now you've got a movie review, which is interesting. You've got a lot of music that's been going on lately. And Ghostbuster cereal review too, that'll be interesting. And some talk about video games here, very cool, a reaction. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the kind of support that comes back from a creator like this. Let me see what I can do about adding another couple of names to the wheel. Cyber Insanity's back in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That was JK Soraya, who have had a bit of a name change. Let's see what I can do. Puffalo 716. Past Life Explorer. And Maker Viking. I'll add another couple of names in a moment. Let's spin. We'll get somebody up here again. We're going to look at Jesse Miller unboxings and more. So we're talking about naming channels, right? So if it was Jesse Miller unboxings and then they did something else, you know, we might think that's obscure. And if somebody saw the title, Jesse Miller Unboxings, if they're the kind of person that absolutely doesn't like unboxings, they may not subscribe to the channel and get an opportunity to see the other content. So it's interesting when we name channels like this, but Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, another longtime friend of Superchat, they were recently featured actually, and of course what you're going to find more than anything else is unboxing. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that and enjoy the kind of support that comes back from such a loyal and dedicated supporter. And 1,300 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 they'll now be thinking about. Venom for Life is experimenting with a lot of variety. Music Therapy, I'm going to put you on our wheel right away. They've been here a while. And as I look at your channel, I'm going to take notice of what I think might be able to help everybody find you. If anybody in the house here right now is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, we had to restart at 0 when we started the stream over. So I really will appreciate it. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. Like I said, I will appreciate it greatly. So let's spin. Past Life Explorer looks like they're going to come up right now. This is, like I said, a very long-time friend of Superchat. This is a channel that a lot of creators in the Superchat family were drawn to right away. And they had such a bright, colorful banner, is one way of describing it. And similar to what we're looking at right now, but they've changed it up and a new avatar, which is cool. They've got 1,540 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And you'll see some familiar faces here. Adventures with Nubs, Exploring with Fluffy, and Channy's Unexplainable have all been here in Superchat. So Past Life Explorer has actually been instrumental in introducing us to the paranormal genre, and we've gained some friends that are still with us today, as well as Past Life Explorer themselves. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. More than anything else, of course, they're talking paranormal. They do a lot of live streams, or had for a long time. I hope that I'll be able to catch them doing that again. I see they did one a month ago. Oh, they were out for that. Interesting. I'm just going to take your latest video and add it into my watch later list, or my catch-up list. I just want to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. And like I said, Past Life Explorer has been a long time friend, a very engaging creator, somebody who always engages the chat, somebody who has engaging live streams. They have got quite a reputation when it comes to having a loyal and dedicated family surrounding their channel as well. And they will allow people to connect in their live streams the same way that we do here. This is probably how I've met some of the friends that have come from Past Life Explorer, of course, right? It's been a very long time. They've been with Superchat over a year now. I forget, they might have been with me from the very beginning, but it was very close either way. It's nice to see you back still. And they were with us not too long ago as well. I think they were here last week or the week before that. My pleasure, Past Life Explorer. I always have a good time hanging out on your channel, and you have introduced me to some interesting people that have become great friends and still hang out to this day. So like I said, they were the beginning of my own personal interest. Not that I'm a fanatic, but you know, when we talk about paranormal, now I find myself interested in so many more subjects than I was before starting my own YouTube journey, because of all the creators that we have here. As we're supporting each other, we're probably going to bring in fans, not only to our channels, but to their genres. So let me see what I can do here about finding Music Therapy's channel. I have the go-to channel extension. I'm going to see if I can click on them, and if it's going to work. It's not. So Music Therapy, what do you think we can use to find your channel? I'm looking for your suggestion now, whether it is a popular video or a title, like a term from a title of a popular video or something like that. I'm just going to scan through all the Music Therapy channels here. It might help if I put quotes around the name. So I will try, and we'll have to put our channel filter on again. You could do that on a phone or on a computer. Quite deluxe. Musica Inspiradora. Musica Inspiradora. Thank you for that. Let me have a look and see if that's going to work. Let's see what happens if we put our channel filter on again. Musica Inspiradora. And I'll try it with the channel name as well in a second here. So let's try music therapy. Ah, there they are. Yes. Okay, so if we use Musica Inspiradora, so I'm just going to copy and paste this into the chat. And you can mix those words up, but if you, I know it's a bit much to type on a phone, but if you can, you'll get to this channel. Now, they really need everybody to search, find, and click on them, but I'm going to drop their link just in case you absolutely can't and want to connect with them. And let me just ask you, music therapy, what's the literal translation for that? Is it inspirational music? I'm just curious. And forgive me, I don't know enough Spanish at all to be able to decipher that quite, but I'm curious. So if I put music therapy, here comes the, oh, I'm trying to drop a link and I made a mistake. There's the link if we absolutely need it, but if you put in Musica Inspiradora and music therapy, let me copy and paste it again in case I didn't get it right the first time. That will help find this channel, but I did drop the link if you absolutely need it. Otherwise, it helps them if we search, find, and click on them. And Corinne and Mark is in the house. Let's get Lighthouse and Anchor Designs. On the wheel, that is Corinne from Corinne and Mark. They're here as both a moderator and a member, as a matter of fact. And music therapy, this is your first time on the screen, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something that is 10 minutes. I see most of your stuff is shorter or longer, so I'm just going to take this 19-minute video, add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Second time here. Thank you, Music Therapy. We must have not got you on the screen before. So MSK Family Vlogs also happens to be an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been an official member here on Superchat for over a year now, as a matter of fact, and I appreciate that extra support. Of course, they're fully monetized with Super Chats and memberships available on their channel when we get there. They've got 1,450 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. First Time Fishing Adventures is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Big Boy Facts Johnny TV, good to see you here. First Time Fishing Adventures, is this your first time with Tuber Chat? I'm hoping that you're feeling welcome. And please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Forgive me if I'm mistaken and you have been here before. MSK Family Vlogs has 1,450 subscribers. This is a creator who has been with me from the very beginning. So it's wonderful to see that after 316 episodes, they are still here with Tuber Chat. I think they were here before Tuber Chat started, actually. Thank you very much, Venom for Life. Always a pleasure having you in the chat. Tomlin Girls, I don't think I actually welcomed you, so forgive me for that, but it's good to see you here. Let me get Tomlin Girls onto the wheel. They've been here a while. Past Life Explorer we looked at. I'm just going to look at what else I can do about adding a couple of names to the wheel. MSK Family Vlogs is a family of creators. There's Channy's Unexplainable Adventures. That's thank you for coming in. I was just talking about your channel for a quick second there because we had Past Life Explorer up and your channel is featured right there. Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, Country Boy Explorer as well. And Tomlin Girls are on the wheel. I'll add another couple of names in a moment. So MSK Family Vlogs is a family of creators. They mix up the videos and live streams. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. And they, like I said, have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated friend and supporter for a long, long time. I hope that you'll connect with them so you can get that kind of support coming back to you as well. I'm going to spin the wheel again. And like I said, that's a family of creators there, so it's pure variety on this channel. And Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you come up right away. So let's see what you got going on. We saw this channel featured on Past Life Explorer's front page. When you feature channels that way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So it's fun to see lots of creators doing that. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started. So I see something interesting here that I may not have known before, but I see on Channy's Unexplainable Adventures that looks like Past Life Explorer, and I noticed that the title says Sunday Fun Day Live from Our Home, and I think I see Past Life Explorer there. So that might be putting together pieces of a story for me that I may not have understood before, but that's really cool. So it's great to see both of you here, so thank you for coming in. You have new videos coming up tomorrow and all next week. Very cool. I'm actually going to, so this was streamed just 5 days ago. Okay, I'm going to wait for your new videos, but I'm going to see if I can make sure I get watching one of these. Channy's Unexplainable Adventures has over 2,000 subscribers, almost at 2,100 now. So I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and get that 2,100 happening for them. And we've seen this channel several times before, so thank you for coming back in. I'm going to start moving a little bit farther or faster through channels now because we've been on for 2 hours after we lost the first half hour of the stream due to the internet. So I appreciate everybody's patience, but I'm really going to start rifling through channels. And Country Boy Explorer, let's see what you got going on your channel. 136 subscribers. I'm hoping that we can push this channel a little bit farther, and I want to get to know the content on this channel a little bit better, so I'm going to take your Oakland Cemetery video here, and I'm going to add this into a special playlist that I've made for myself called Catch Up, just so I can stay caught up with your channel. I'm going to get to know your content a little bit better, and hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know this creator, and they're obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. And Adventures of Three Gingers is talking about the features. This is what I mean here when you have these featured channels on your front page. And like I said, it's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with other creators here. About 50 minutes into today's live stream, this one here, which is number 316B, because we actually lost the internet and had to restart. But if you look at about 50 minutes when you watch the replay of today's live stream, this last one, it'll be available right after we're done streaming tonight in another 15 minutes or so. You can go back to that point and see exactly how that's done. I show you. It must be done on a computer. As far as I understand, it's not available on phone just yet. They might eventually add that. We'll see. But we're going to spin the wheel. We'll get to another channel, Country Boy Explorer. Thank you for coming back in. And let us see what's happening with Kristen Welton. So Kristen Welton is my love. Like I was saying earlier, we live together in, or close to, Niagara Falls, Canada. And we've lived here for a while. It's interesting to know that with all those YouTube glitches and things that we see all the time, that 3 different times, it's at least twice, if not 3 different times, we've seen that Kristen Welton has not been subscribed to Tuberchat or my personal channel, and she's been a paying member and a moderator for all this time, well over a year now. 1,360 subscribers over here, so her channel is climbing along nicely. She's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. She does a lot of unboxings and product reviews, but there is pure variety on this channel. So you find lifestyle videos, collaborations with other creators, including conversations, and then as well, she's experimented with shorts and had great success there. She's got a couple of short videos. Let me see if I go on the, can I click right on your, I just want to see this so I can be right. It's been a long time since I've actually looked at the numbers here. Let me have a look. Short videos, and if I look at the playlist itself, I didn't mean to click on the video. We've got the like already there, but let's see what's, is it going to go back to the playlist, or my internet's lagging on me? Adventures of Three Gingers, thank you so much, and thank you everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. Oh my goodness, let me close this window. My computer for some reason seems to lag while we're live streaming, so it doesn't react as fluidly as I wish. So when we look at the, oh, it doesn't show. I can't remember the actual numbers here. She had one short video, I think, that was over 20,000 views. And she's had some success with other ones as well. Oh, yes, Kristen Welton does a lot of bloopers. It's something I don't mention. So thank you, the Stock Explorer. One thing to note about what Kristen Welton does is bloopers. They're sometimes at the beginnings of the videos, sometimes at the end. She mixes it up so that you... there's a little bit of suspense in not knowing. So when you watch her videos, if you don't see them right away, make sure you watch right to the end so you can catch those. Like the way I described that. I hope everybody's using those kind of things in your videos, right? It's one thing when we make a video and we say, hey, everybody, you know, subscribe to me, watch this video right to the end, give me a thumbs up, and things like that. It can really be beneficial when we learn to add those things naturally into the conversation we're having while we're presenting our video, right? Like, so for instance, for Kristen Welton, she might say, you know, something about, I don't know, a comment from a creator or something like that, and say like, they left a funny comment on my last video because of a blooper that I made. Or let's say she spilled something like this cup of coffee here that she's got. She could almost spill it and say like, oh, that would make a good blooper. By the way, if you haven't watched all my videos, I usually put bloopers at the end. That might let people know. And anybody can do that, of course, right? So it's a thought. Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is coming up right now. This is another dear friend of Tuberchat. This was originally Corinne's Life. She's renamed the channel to Lighthouse and Anchor Designs. It is also Corinne and Mark that you see in the chat as a moderator, but they happen also to be a member and an extremely generous and loyal and dedicated friend and supporter. Shards of Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I usually don't do streams this late, but thank you. I appreciate every moment everybody comes in, even if it's a little bit later. So here, Corinne's Life, sorry, it's going to be hard for me to forget saying that. My t-shirt says Corinne's Life. She's got featured channels here with family and friends, members, as you would expect. There's Corinne and Mark, the second channel there. What we're getting here more than anything else is a look at the behind-the-scenes process used in making a lot of the merchandise that they have available, not just to sell, but also for other creators and small businesses. Tuberchat has even ordered some products from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs. I intend to continue that. So it's great to have such a dear friend and a family member here in the Tuberchat community that can first of all educate us and show us how this stuff is done, and then be a resource, because another way to monetize your channel is when you build your audience, build your brand, and build your awareness up. You will eventually have people that start asking you for things, and you might be able to consider merchandise and stuff like that. So Oh, wow. Yeah, Shards of Gaming, almost a year already. Thank you very much. And it's great to see creators coming back to continue supporting others after so much time. I really do appreciate it. So Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is where we get to see this more than anything. There's a bit more variety here, and they mix up the videos and live streams. She shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They are willing to swap playlists with other creators. They do the featured channels, collaboration that I talked about. And everybody is allowed and encouraged to connect, between their videos and live streams. Talking too fast today. Yeah, Channy's Unexplainable Adventures. It's interesting to know, in a Tuber Chat live stream, typically every day we have an average of over 100 channels that will come through in a 2 to 2.5 hour period now. But anywhere from 5, closer to 5, but anywhere from 5 to 10% of those channels are brand new every day. So there's always brand new people to meet. Corinne and Mark is where we get a great behind the scenes look at this creator and their home life with a lot of variety. I see you're experimenting with a lot more shorts videos, which are really cool. I'm happy to see a few of these hitting. You got 2,400 views here, 1,400 here, and hopefully you'll get some more of that activity, 500 here. You can see that Corinne and Mark, Corinne often collaborates with other creators. There's Mo6510 Models there, Makeup Mom and Sons here and here, and she'll often have other creators on there as well. So I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together. Let's spin the wheel. Our featured channel for today, by the way, is Come Hither with Heather. Unfortunately, I think we lost them when we lost the stream the first time around. Not everybody, of course, is going to know. If I ever lose a stream here on Tuber Chat due to the internet cutting out, I will restart one time. If we lose it the second time, then I'll let it go. Or if it's been already an hour and a half or something like that, we'll leave it till the next day. Cyber Insanity, thank you for the kind words. Yes, there's always great channels on display and in the chat. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen these days, but everybody has the chance to be on the wheel and the screen. And I appreciate everybody's patience, of course. Tomlin Girls is fairly new to Tuber Chat, so I'm still getting to know the content on this channel and the creator. It's great to see they've already got 528 subscribers. They've already got their community tab. I'm actually going to ask a favor of the Stock Explorer if they're still in the house. The Stock Explorer, what I'm going to ask you for is your community tab should be showing up any day. I'm assuming that you will remember the date that you hit 500. And then just please let me know what how many days it took to get your community tab, because it used to take us 7 days. It was never less than that from anybody I spoke to when the limit was 1,000, but now that they've dropped it, I've heard it might be possible to get the community tab within just a few days, but we'll see. Tomlin Girls has already got it. I'm wondering if you're still in the house, if you remember how many days it took after you hit 500 to get that. I'm just curious to know so we can share that information with everybody. But it looks like pure variety on this channel, so I'm going to enjoy getting to know this creator. I'm just going to take your 22-minute video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up, make sure I get to know your channel and the content a little bit more. I'm going to spin the wheel. Coupon Gale can't wait to get their community tab on their second channel. It's coming soon. I think you had 458. Do I remember right? We just looked at that channel not too long ago. I forgot to take Kristen Welton off the wheel, so we'll pull that channel down. I didn't talk about the thumbnails and banner on her channel today, but she really does a great job of dressing those up. She puts a lot of work into her thumbnails, and hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get over there. Puffalo716 has been here a couple of times before. It's great to have you back in the chat. 60 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the road to 100. And obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, so it's great to have you back. I'm going to take this latest video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I get to know your content a little bit better, stay caught up with your channel, and don't fall too far behind. Like I said, they've been here a while. NDS Stay Motivated Murray, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Another extremely supportive creator. It's always good to have you in the chat. That's somebody who, while I'm out supporting lots of other creators as much as I can, I run into NDS Stay Motivated Murray supporting a lot of other creators and I run into them constantly, which is great to see. So let me see what I can do about adding a couple more names to our wheel right now. Adventures of Three Gingers. Did I not put your channel up? You'll have to forgive me. We do this so often that I start to lose track of whether I've put people on. I thought I put your channel on the wheel. I might have accidentally deleted it, or we already looked at your channel and I'm being silly. Shards of Gaming. Let's see what you got going on. And I'll add another couple of names in a minute. Let me just spin this. My voice has had about as much as it's going to take for today too. Maker Viking will come up quickly. I'm not sure if they're still with us. Maker Viking has been with Superchat for quite some time. They've been here many times. First time fishing adventures. Let me get you onto the wheel. And yeah, everyone's Thanksgiving hopefully went well. Thank you for asking, Vanessa Angel Rose Designs. I'm in Canada, so we had our Thanksgiving last month, but I know everybody, a lot of creators were celebrating this week. Maker Viking, 399 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel up and over the 400 that they're thinking about. It's great to see a creator after so long still coming back to continue to connect the right way, meet new creators. I'm just going to go through their videos because I'm sure I'm far behind here. You put out a lot of shorts. Let me see what I can do about catching up with something here. I'm going to use this Monday. Oh, that's a year ago too. Okay, so you've just been putting these out. I'm just going to take this short video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list just to see what you've done and stay caught up. Hopefully I won't fall too far behind again. Oh, and the wheel still didn't pick you, Shards of Gaming. Are you serious? It has to eventually. Eventually it's got to get to you unless we lose the stream due to the internet. If we lose it too late or a second time, then I don't come back. So that can be a reason for that as well. But Shards of Gaming is here all the time. Yeah, Past Life Explorer, yes. We get to eat our turkey and pumpkin pie as well. Then we can make an excuse of doing it again when our American friends have Thanksgiving. And then we can have it again at Christmas as well, which is cool. First Time Fishing Adventures is here with 404 subscribers for the first time. So I'm hoping we can give this channel a warm welcome, push them a little bit farther into the 400 here, closer to 5, get them rolling on the road towards that community tab. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, which I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to look at Adventures of Three Gingers right now. And what happens occasionally, because of the way I copy and paste on the wheel, for those of you who can see it, I know if you're on a phone it's tough. Sometimes, by accident, what I will do is I will put a channel on the wheel, and as I'm copying and pasting, I accidentally delete somebody. And I certainly hope I didn't do that, but I feel like I might have done that with Adventures of Three Gingers. But we're looking at your channel now. Focused on designing and creating the printer in your last video and other projects. Very cool. Maker Viking, yeah, I'm looking forward to more from you, but thank you for that. NDS Stay Motivated Murray, let's just get you onto the wheel with Shards of Gaming. And if there's anybody still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, then please just say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on there. Adventures of Three Gingers has 1,190 subscribers right now, so I'm behind with your channel too. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video, your Thanksgiving, I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to stay caught up and hopefully not fall too far behind with your channel. It's great to have you back in the chat, and I'm still getting to know the content here. They've only been here a few times. It's been a little while actually, but it looks like pure variety. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that and getting to know Adventures of Three Gingers. And the next channel that we're going to look at is Shards of Gaming. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and I will appreciate it greatly. Let's look at Shards of Gaming. This is a creator who has been personally responsible for hundreds of thumbs up in Tuber Chat. I'm sure they always give us the push, and I appreciate it greatly. 320 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take actually this trailer video and add this into my catch-up list as well. I see you've been doing some shorts, and they actually had some great success here. Look at this, 39,000 views on one that they put out not too long ago. Almost 2,000 here, almost 3,000 here, and another one almost 5,000 here. And it's cool to see. Now, I wish that every short would like fly for everybody, you know, of course. But it's interesting to see that not every single one will do that, right? Which is interesting because it means that this is truly organic, like hitting, you know, which is really, really cool, good. So I hope everybody will enjoy that and experiment with shorts if it's something that is appropriate for your channel. I've only done a few and really not really related to much of anything. I had a couple hit 1,000 views, but nothing more than that. I really haven't done a lot. I don't do any shorts on the other channels that I run for somebody else. I probably could experiment with it, but it's just a thought more than anything. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Shards of Gaming. You will definitely get a lot of thumbs up from this creator when they come back to your channel over and over, whether it is in your premieres, live streams, commenting on your videos and watching. It's hitting Stock Explorer, yes. Stock Explorer does a lot of shorts. And the cool thing is that they're informative too, right? I just happen to be interested in what they've got going on their channel outside of YouTube. I would have been interested in that, which is cool. India Stay Motivated Murray is coming up right now, so let's see what they've got going on. Like I said, this is an extremely supportive creator, so when I'm out supporting others, I run into India Stay Motivated Murray. They are definitely an engaging creator. They're somebody who's obviously a dynamic host on their videos, but when they are out supporting other creators, they are engaging chat, they are bringing a lot of engagement and a lot of support. So I run into them regularly. 266 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards 300. Big Boy Facts Johnny TV is coming up next. And if there's anybody left that is listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say something in the chat, anything at all, I'll get you on, but I think we're caught up. So Big Boy Facts Johnny TV, I'm just going to spin for fun, and India Stay Motivated Murray is pure variety on their channel, so hopefully everybody will enjoy what you find when you get there, and especially the kind of support that comes back from such a supportive creator like this. Oh, I accidentally... See, this is what I mean about copying and pasting. Even though I spelled this wrong, I don't even know if they're going to come up properly. Oh, see, if I misspell it, it doesn't want to work. So I'll misspell it again. And now, YouTube wants to try to misspell for me. What on earth am I doing over here? Big Boy Facts Johnny TV. Oh, come on, Kevin. You'd think for all the typing I do, I'd make less mistakes. Here's Big Boy Facts Johnny TV right here. Almost 3,500 subscribers, 3,300 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Oh, hopefully you're doing what you need to feel better, the Stock Explorer. Yeah, hopefully you're doing what you need to feel better. And with 3,300 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They've been to Superchat several times now. I'm behind with your video, so I'm going to take your latest one and add this into my catch-up list just to make sure I can stay caught up with your channel and not fall too far behind. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent here today in Superchat. I hope you have found it a little bit informative, if not entertaining, and I hope you've met some friends and family members. We are back tomorrow much earlier than today, and again on Monday. I will post those streams as soon as I can. I will get to work on that right now. I'm usually not this far behind. I'm going to put one more channel on the screen right now, MinerZach123. And I will leave this live stream running for another 3 minutes so that everybody can continue connecting in the chat. Oh, and then, yes, absolutely. So Adventures of Three Gingers, here, what you'll find, I know it's a thought out there that people might subscribe and then unsubscribe, but I found in all this time that they absolutely almost never does that happen. Cyber Insanity, forgive me, I thought I had you on the wheel. I thought we looked at your channel, but forgive me for that. I must have accidentally wiped it off. I put you on earlier, but I've got it on there now. MinerZach123 is actually a longtime friend of Superchat as well. I'm going to take your latest video here, add it into my catch-up list so I can get caught up. Hopefully everybody will help push this channel towards the 150 that they're thinking about right now. They are a loyal and dedicated supporter. And then, and thank you, Andy. Stay motivated, Murray. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tiny Pinay. And let's spin just for fun. I will get to work on posting those streams tonight. It will be 1 p.m. for Sunday in the Eastern time zone, and then 10 a.m. Monday, which are the two times that we usually run. I know I say I move the times around. This weekend I moved them because I had to, but usually I move them just a little bit. But Sunday and Monday will be our typical time. Cyber Insanity is here. This was JK Soraya. They changed their channel name recently, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. They've got 41 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 50 that we know they're thinking about right now and get them halfway on the road to 100. So thank you, everybody, again for the time that you spent. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. I will leave the chat running for 3 more minutes. Everybody can continue to clean up their connections here, and I will look forward to hopefully seeing everybody as soon as tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.